pretty late on technically no longer election eve. But I figured I'd drop by pretty late. I missed most of the action. But I am outside of where Kamala Harris was supposed to be speaking. So we'll see if there's anybody that wants to enter the chat. See if I can find anybody at this hour. I don't know if anybody's... I know they're all packed in at Trump's headquarters, but they might all be gone from Howard University, where Kamala was expected to give her speech. So figured we will check it out. Very heavy police presence. Hey, Bob Cox, how you doing? You're first. Hey, Kelsey. You're second. What's going on? Got a few people leaving the area. Do you have tissues to pass out? I think I'm gonna need them, ain't I? We're getting closer. We see some people coming out. Yeah, no, I think we all know the results at this point. But it'll be fascinating to see who's still here, who isn't. I'm just kind of moseying on up to the area. We saw a heavy police presence back there. So last time I heard, people were really sauntering out, but there still might be some people here. So we could try to have some conversations. People are in the mood. They may very well not be. And you could obviously assume why. Sorry, I mean, I'm not deeply depressed, but thank you. Thank you for the condolences. Again, I went third party for Chase Oliver, but it's an interesting result. Oh wow, so Fox officially called it? I missed it, so I've been trying to get here. So did they, I assumed he'd win at least Wisconsin, Michigan, or Pennsylvania and win. Huh, so Fox is the only one that's called it. What else has he won? I haven't checked. They're all setting up. And we'll try to loop around. So this is where she would have spoken, or people would have kind of congregated. You don't really see anybody in the back. So it looks like almost everyone took off. But we're going to walk around and get a full view. Kamala went home. Yes, no, I know that. So yes, Harris went home without a speech. So the question is, are people still here? They're still at Trump's thing. I think everybody's gone now. And it's about 2 a.m. here in D.C. 83% votes counted in Wisconsin. Yeah, it is a landslide. Dude, she didn't win a single swing state. I mean, it's remarkable. I don't think she's going to win a single one. Literally not one. I mean, how do you do that? I mean, I don't think Biden would have done much worse. And this is historically horrific. Yeah, this is what I would call a bloodbath. It's not going to end up... Even the margins don't seem that close. Last time I was looking, he wasn't beating Harris by 1%. He was beating her by like 4 to 5 across the board. Worse than Hillary. By a mile. So let's look at the front. All right, guys, we're coming a little closer. There are some people leaving, so I'm not totally totally late. It's funny, people are passing by, but you can barely hear sound. It's the quiet atmosphere is interesting.
Be the only one thing.
All right, I guess we could probably get close to the stage. So yeah, very quiet atmosphere, people walking by. I don't want to make people too depressed in my analysis. People walking by, but you could barely hear a sound. It's funny, there are people here. My guess is there are probably still 100 people here, but you could hear a pin drop. So yeah, I think most people have packed up, but this is where she would have given her speech had she actually shown up, or right here with the American flags, with this in the backdrop, which is not to be.
I guess if they don't come back, then it's open.
It's like Zombieland. Here it is. We got some people doing external shots. Harris Waltz. The campaign that might have even lost Minnesota. Guys, fill me in on how Minnesota is doing. That's embarrassing. But this is where it would have been, guys. Everybody's gone. Poor resolution, really? Is it still bad? Let me know if the resolution is still bad. Not called yet. No, but come on, guys. I think we need to see the writing on the wall at this point. I mean, I don't think she'll win not a single swing state. Not one. Yes, ghost town. But hey, we can get some nice shots. I'll say that. It is surreal being here. Like, it's like after the storm. Media's still here. All by the lonesomes. So I guess she would have maybe spoken here with all these people. It's hard to pinpoint exactly, yes. So here are all the American flags for the Kamla that wasn't to be, tragically. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it for Trump, man. MN still leading left. Okay. She's winning Minnesota now by 3%. Well, that's nice. But that's about it. Pennsylvania called for Trump. Yeah, okay. End of story. Hey, Verity. It's nice to get a full tour. Walk at your leisure. Yeah, everybody is gone. I think we saw the last scragglers look towards the back a little bit too. I think our bus is there. Here it is, their bus. A new way forward. A new way never given. We're proud woman who voted for Trump. Thanks. You're welcome. They left like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, I figured. I figured they were in and out. Yeah, not cool to leave you high and dry, you know. Same exact thing Hillary did. Talk to your supporters, say, hey, you know, we haven't officially had a result, but I want to thank you for volunteering and working your butt off for me and knocking on doors, blood, sweat, or tears. Or the alternative, what she did is just go fuck yourself. Thanks for all the effort. Thanks for the 12-hour. I was an organizer back in the day. Didn't like it, but I know that gig. Maybe get paid $9 an hour. You're working 12-hour days, 7 days a week for a span of about 2 months. It's intense. And I never understood it. I mean, respect to the people who deeply feel it in their heart. But I did some work for Hillary, which I regret. And the devotion and cult-like thing, you know, to them, it's everything. To them, she's their hero. And she leaves them high and dry. And that's why ever since I was young, I got involved in politics when I was about 16 years old. But I was jaded from day one. Because I thought, Lord, don't make any of these people your idols, because they will let you down. Because it could have been a beautiful moment. She could have commiserated with them. She could have said, listen, things still need to be counted. Could have done something. She just could have said thank you. And instead, it is but an empty land. It's sad, man. You know, I mean, Trump has his issues, but at least speak to people, make the effort. It's as simple as a thank you. They're intense days and people are horrible to you, slam the door in your face. You have to make 300 calls, maybe 5 people a day answer. It's mind-numbing work. And these people, I never did, but these people, whatever side you're on, believe it deeply in their hearts. And that's the problem with politics. Look at their candidate as if they are a god. So Kamla could have said thanks. They could have seen her in person. A lot of people, they wait, they work, and then, hey, they get front row seats to finally see their favorite candidate, their idol. And she stiffs them. Good job. Yes, Trump at 277, wow. Wild. Yeah, not a class act in this situation. Not at all. Wish there's some people I could talk to, but ain't nobody here. It is kind of bizarre to just walk along here and look at the alternate reality of what could have been. And on some alternate plane, in some alternate universe, votes would be counted, Kamala would come on late, just like Trump just went on, maybe a little after, a little before. Probably around now. If Kamala won, she'd probably maybe be getting off the stage right now. And it would be packed. It would be 2 a.m, but it would be packed. And people would still be here, and she'd just be getting off those steps. And instead, I'm a half hour late to the party. Swifty's first L. Well, that's the silver lining with any of this, is at least Taylor Swift lost. And maybe I'm okay. Hope you learn your lessons from the Dems. Yeah. I'm glad you wasted your time. Well, they certainly did. You know, it's an interesting election. Just goes to show, everybody talks about ground game and volunteers and people knocking on doors and making voter contacts, but you know, people were hurting in this country and people are affected by a lot of issues, inflation, immigration, upward mobility, and there's only so much voter contact you could do. You could do it with all your heart and all your soul, and it don't amount to much. That's the amazing part, guys. It's not going to be close. This is going to be reminiscent of Romney versus Obama. This is the next Romney Obama, like Kamala Harris equals Romney. It's kind of wild. Trump, 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 USA from Toronto. Hey, you got Doug Ford. He's his own Trump in a way. Did Kamala just leave? No, Kamala must have left 2 hours ago. She immediately just jetted off. I'm in Washington, D.C. I'm at the headquarters. I'm right where Kamala was supposed to speak. You see those flags back there? That's where Kamala was supposed to speak, and nobody's here. But I am on scene. I'm on scene at the Kamala headquarters. Yeah, Pierre's gonna probably win the election next year. That was my first thought. Is that I can never pronounce his name. Poilievre? Pierre Poilievre has the biggest victory of the night. Ohio, well, it wasn't close. Anywhere though, was it, eh? Speak of Canada. Thanks, oh, well, I didn't mean shit. But yes, that's where we are. I'm last. She spent more money. Just a blowout of epic proportions. Yeah, you guys want to give me a super chat on the site of Nagasaki, do let me know. So I don't know, guys. Let's get one more shot of Hiroshima. This is kind of like Nagasaki post-atom bomb right here. Take a look at the bus. So this is the back, right? So Kamala would have been right up there. And again, there would be people everywhere. So it takes, maybe she's still here. She's got the bus out here. She still might be here. Although I'm sure there's a lot of buses for a lot of people. Or maybe that's the bus she was going to use and never used it because she's like, oh shit, I didn't win. Whoops. Miami-Dade. Yeah, Miami. Hey, Miami-Dade for voting against weed. Fuck y'all. Fuck Miami-Dade for voting against weed. You suck. Florida, you suck for not voting for weed. Your dog is a Republican. He's a libertarian. He voted for Chase Oliver, too. A new way forward. Forward off the cliff. This is it. It's like the bombing of Dresden, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, election 2024. May you rest in peace. Weed's legal in Canada, my friends. Yes, I'm well aware. I've smoked across 6 provinces. Been all around the nation. Here were her balloons. I'll take one last look. Why not? We're having a good time together. Got 100 people watching. Not too bad, guys. Please do subscribe if you want to. For more random filmings, please subscribe. For more footage, post-bombing, post-failure, please subscribe. You probably can't see it says Harris Waltz. And again, there she would have been. The press is all still there. She ran. She did. Has she concluded? You mean conceded? No, she hasn't. And she should. I would. It's time to concede. Again, guys, you're getting an objective source. I didn't vote for Trump. But it was such a bloodbath. Bloodbath in the most embarrassing proportions. That's all you could describe it as. It's not close. It's not even respectable. I mean, yeah, it's Kamala Harris is Mitt Romney. It's going to end up being very similar results. Kamala Harris is Mitt Romney, man. Kamala Harris is almost Dukakis. It wasn't that bad. It's almost 1988 bad. That's how bad this was. Wow, man. What Dodge do without knowledge? Thank you. He would quit. Makes you feel like 2020 was actually rigged. It's going to give you guys credence. Irrelevant now. You got your wish. I maintain it wasn't. That's all conspiracy theories, but it's going to give anybody credence. And this is a blowout. But it would give credence that the election isn't rigged because they let this blowout happen. And this is a blowout. Your king has returned. That's scary. That's the scary part, man. Never make a politician your idol. You will be disappointed. Canada thinks it, well, that's, it's funny. Aaron O'Toole, Scheer, both won the popular vote against Trudeau, but with the riding system. But some people think the riding systems are rigged. But yeah, it's a good day. Anybody in Canada who's a conservative, elections next year. I will be there, so do subscribe. I will be following the NDP and the dying Liberals. Liberals are dying everywhere, aren't they? NDP is kind of the swinging dick in town in Canada, but I'll be following them and the Conservatives as well. So do subscribe for next year. I will be covering the great election in Canada. A lot less people give a shit, but I think it's important. Make America great again. Not Canada. Oh, whoops, Candace. Candace Owens? Yeah, she's fun. I'm curious, so let's just talk together while we're soaking in this environment. Put a 1 in the chat if you're happy that Trump won. Put a 2 in the chat if you would have liked Kamla to win. Put a 3 in the chat if you hated them both equally. 1 Trump win, 1 happy with Trump, 2 happy with 2 wanted Kamala, 3 hate them both. Got some Trump fans, a lot of Trump fans. Trump has won. I'm gonna accept that. 3, I feel you. I'm more like you, PGR. 1, a lot of disproportionately Trump fans. Huh? Cool. Well, you guys won. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, and there's some supporters. I mean, hey, it's still 44% of the country, 45 that voted against it, so you're not alone. One. Huh. Yeah, I feel everybody on 3. I really do. God, my guy did terribly. Chase Oliver. He must have gotten... I don't think he broke 1%. Guys, let me know who's looking at results right now, because I can't look. I'm curious if Chase Oliver is bordering on 1% or is he even surpassing 0.5%? Let me know. The question was, 1, if you're happy Trump won, 2, if you wanted Kamala to win, 3, if you hate them both equally. Here's the press leaving. We'll take a little tour of Howard, why not? Kamala's alma mater. A jurisdiction that would have been much more crowded had results gone differently. Guys, please do subscribe if you can. Please be my sub. If you're my sub, I'll be your sub. You can dom me. How about that? Sad night for democracy. Yeah, that's a concern, ain't it? Should just see how bad the Democrats act in the next 4 years. Oliver, that's sad. 0.4. He's not even cracking 0.5. That makes you sad. It's a bummer. They left early. Yeah, that's why I came here, just to show. Give a general visual of everything and what the setup looks like. So hopefully you got a good picture of that. Democracy is still here. Democracy always will be. I'm more optimistic, man. I think it's self-sustaining. Regardless of who's president. Time for a change. Well, we'll get that all right. It was a rape of Nanjing. It was the bombing of Hiroshima. It was the bombing of Dresden. I mean, it was the biggest bloodbath in 12 years, man. Yeah, man, that's my official analysis of the election. Is Kamala is the Mitt Romney of our time. It's the similar results to Obama-Romney, and Kamala is Ramallah. I like that. No more wars. Yeah, okay. Just more drone strikes with Trump. Cool. Have fun with it. Kamala, you're fired. She was fired indubitably. I mean, just historically, and again, you're hearing from an objective source. So historically, this is just so bad. And all of it was farcical about her tightening. And you do wonder under the Iowa poll, with the tightening of polls, was there something that they were cooking up? Did they see this lopsided from day one, you know? Kamala's never hired, yeah. Wonder what Trump will do about Putin. I'll suck him off. Trump 2025. You just won. Wrong year, stupid. Yeah, ladies, get your handmaiden spawner ready. Yeah. Yeah, abortion's gonna be wild. He says he ain't gonna touch it. Let's hope. Well, hey, Missouri voted for to enshrine abortion. That's a bit of good news, I suppose. Trump is tough AF, says the best. He will know what to do with Russia. In your dreams. Although I am a little relieved that we're not going to be spending money on this Ukrainian war. That's just going to drag out. And I'm pretty isolationist about it. So that's a good thing. Man, if Kamla ran as more of a Bernie Sanders style progressive, that's a little different. I think she probably would have pulled it off. But she ran as a corporate Democrat. Old school style. Let's be careful. Do everything right. Let's never have the guts to really go economically left in fear of scaring people. That never came to us anyway. So, stop crying, you bitch. I'm analyzing. Bitch. And cry to your mom. She likes to stroke it when I do. Kamala is a fascist, censoring free speech and social media, locking up parents. Some says LS. Yeah, well, a lot of people have interesting opinions. But yeah, Trump has tacked, I think, more libertarian than he did last election. I think that was very effective. I think he ran away from the most tolerant positions, and that was effective. Yes, a lot of lib. Well, you're seeing them, so you get to see all the lib tears on my stream. It's very tearful. If you go back to the beginning, see some people coming out. And again, we're at the Kamala Harris site, although now we're kind of walking back out away from it. She's stupid. She couldn't answer a single question. I don't think she was dumb, but I think you're right that she couldn't answer a damn question. It's like Kamala was tailor-made for 1988's best candidate. She couldn't understand how to sit down with people, have long-form discussions. Trump was much better at that. It just come off as more human. And she's completely wrong for our times. And when does the Democratic Party realize they have to run down-to-earth candidates who aren't polished, who aren't overly messaged and focus grouped? Maybe a lesson. Man, I think Bernie Sanders should have won run. And he would have won. Lib tears, very frat. That's so dated. Ain't that the truth? The walk streets and talk. Yeah, now we're just walking in the neighborhood of Howard. Just shooting the shit. I have a diverse chat. I have a lot of Trump fans in the chat, a fair amount of Kamala fans, and I think I did my best to represent the election objectively. I went to both a Kamala Harris rally and a Trump rally in Milwaukee on the same day. So I've spoken to supporters, wonderful people of both sides, and gotten their perspectives. Get mad, knock over a trap. I'm not that mad. I think they're both horrible. I think either one would be a bad president between Trump and Kamala. Again, I voted third party. So, this is more their suffering than me. Trump is a winner, yeah. Has Trump won Dodge? Apparently Fox has called to others haven't. For my useless base of knowledge, I'm gonna call it for Trump. I'd say it's virtually impossible for Kamala to win. And I'm gonna even say it's a bloodbath. It's not close. Ronnie was a man in the 80s. Yeah, amen. I don't know who the Ronnie is. I'm your big fan. Thank you, Gata. Where are you from, my dear friends? I'm from the USA, and we're at right where Kamala Harris was supposed to speak. So you're kind of looking at the neighborhood of Howard University. And Kamala was supposed to speak here, and of course she dissed her fans and decided not to do so. You did great providing unbiased source. Thank you, Verity. I appreciate it. I try. Lord knows you get shit for it, because I try to see everybody's points and have debates with you guys on either side, say who has a good point on this and who doesn't, and some people just get pissed off that you're not on their side. So, but hey, I'll take it up the butt as long as you give me money. Thank you for your journalism. You're welcome, Jennifer. I appreciate it. She's at home crying. She probably is. How's the pupster Dodge? He's okay. He's in St. Louis. I flew out from St. Louis to get out here. I was here to see my dad. He had invited me. I was at an election party. He used to live in D.C. So he's not with me. I miss him, but I will see him on Friday. And then on Monday, I have coverage of the Elvis. Not Monday. Wednesday. Wednesday, I'll be talking about the Elvis trial. So I'm going to go out to Memphis on Wednesday and talk about that woman who tried to scam Priscilla Presley out of Graceland. So that's a whole interesting story that got some nice traction last time around. And, you know, I thought if Kamla pulled this off, which she did not, I'd be covering court cases of states that Trump tried to challenge. But obviously, that's not where we landed. So that ain't happening. Unless, you know, it'd be ballsy if Kamla tries to pull it, like, do the same shit and get fake. I wouldn't put it past the Democrats at all. Kamla gets fake electors, is the same exact thing. Same exact thing. And then she like pressures herself not to certify. That's a bizarre, you know, it's interesting is that Kamala will have to certify the results, just like Mike Pence did. What do the Democrats say? Fuck it, go balls to the wall. I'm gonna put it past them. That's me predicting there's gonna be a Democrat Jan 6. Fuck it. You have won. But yeah, that's the thing. In court, at least in 2020, the election was so close, even though I think it was all bullshit and I think it was fake. I mean, I think all the claims about a fake election were bullshit. It was close enough where there was a reasonable expectation that certain things should be heard in court. It was between 1% or 2%. Kamala can't challenge this because these discrepancies between their votes is not 1% or 2%. It's like 4% to 6%. So it's too much to even fret about or try for. Good guy, you doing? What? Yeah, probably Trump, sadly, yeah.
What's the last number?
The last number, I want to say Trump is probably at like 250.
I see at what, 200?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, so that's it looks like it's not official, but like Fox News called it, but the other one haven't.
Okay.
So it's hard to peg it, but yeah, but it's probably how you feeling about it? Whose side were you on, if you don't mind me asking? No pressure either way. Yeah, I feel you. Wasn't a great choice, but I feel you on that. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think it's one direction, regrettably, but yeah. Thank you, man. Good talking. So we had a fun conversation. Yeah, it's over. 277, thank you. Okay, so I'm wrong about that. Or no, yeah, I am wrong. Cool. All right, guys, I gotta get home soon. Get to the hotel, really. Well, I guess we'll talk about the liberals crying. Yeah, they're crying, all right. Because it's crying time again. You're gonna blow it. He's on TV. Cool. All right, guys, I'll let you go watch Trump. We've got a lot of Trump fans. So I will let you watch him speak. Thanks for hanging out. I'm telling Trump, he goes, L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Please do subscribe for more coverage. And there will be elections in the future. This ain't the last one. We'll probably check out Canada. So please do subscribe if you enjoy that. Thank you, guys. Are you on the Trump train? I am not. But I don't hate people who are and understand there's a lot of good aspects of him of not wanting to spend more useless dollars in foreign wars, make it easier for a small business to be opened, have some more of a secure border. But I think he has a lot of vitriol in his heart. I think he also wants to deport people who have been living here for 40 years. He wants to deport kids who are 15 who have been born here. He's encouraged a lot of violent rhetoric about women, a lot of hatred. So I wouldn't say I'm on his team, but I take a circumspect view. Maybe I'm the only one who does these days. CBC's in Canada, right? I'm better than the hack CBC. I'll leave that. Hey, Dodge, feeling sick. I don't blame you. Hope you feel better, Don. See you at the Priscilla trial. Yes, I'll see you then. A lot less divisive, ain't it? I've lost some subscribers doing this. I've gained some. It's been a roller coaster. Sorry, so you're gonna have to get a new job. Trump wants to kill media. That's the scary part. You should never be selective on who you're allowed in. But then that's the thing. It's like reality in the moment versus not. I will agree in the press pool. This is simply anecdotal, but in the press pool, he was certainly taking people out. When I went to a Trump rally, to a bunch of them, I went to the Trump headquarters in New Hampshire, so they were counting results, and they let me with my little YouTube in. I must have been 40 feet away from Trump. And they let me in and interview people as much as I want and talk with people, and they're completely cool. The Nikki Haley people threw my ass. I was being nice both times. When the Nikki Haley event, they threw my ass out within like 10 minutes for no reason. They're like, are you asking people a question? I'm like, yeah, I have a little YouTube. I'm asking nice questions. Wasn't, being antagonistic. They threw me out. Trump let me chill. So you always want to look at the truth. The U.S. press is very biased. Stop eating cats and dogs. Deportation is coming. Yeah, and you guys think it's funny and cool, and there's some real Americans and some people that have contributed to our society that are all of a sudden the villains of the world, the villains of this nation, and that's sad. All right, guys, please subscribe. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. Love you all.